Thanks, Matt. And no, I'm not Superman, just really quick at changing. Up next, we got Tyler Smith and John Butt from Leader, and they're going to walk us through what it looked like to rebuild their curling rink a couple years ago. So thank you guys very much for coming.
Thank you. Just kind of hoping we were going to run out of time and cut us off here. I'm not a public speaker, and our public speaker delegate is camping this weekend. So we're from Leader. Leader is a town of about 1,000 people. 2016, we were doing some maintenance on the plant, and we noticed our building was sagging. So we investigated it. The glue limbs had separated and the building became condemned. So that was fall of 2016. So we didn't curl 2016. We put together a committee, or two committees, one to pay for the building and one to figure out how to build it. We spent a couple months trying to figure out where to start to build the curling rink, because there's really no guidelines on such a project. So we formed the committee, came up with a plan, weren't sure where to start. The town was backing us financially, so we had to sort of follow some guidelines through the public buildings. So we found an architect. Key to finding an architect is don't pick the cheapest architect, pick a good architect. We went through the drawings. We finally got a plan that we wanted for the most part. Our architect was struggling to keep up with us, I guess. We tendered the project to a general contractor. We awarded the contract to the general contractor and ended up breaking ground in, took a sheet. I'm messing up the speechwriter's order. In May of 2017, we broke ground. By 2018, January, we were curling in the building. Most of, actually, we've got a slideshow here. That's the old one getting torn down. All of the pictures and all the people and all the equipment that you see in these slides is all volunteers. I'll let Tyler talk to about the volunteers.
You're good. I also am not a public speaker, but so we had a lot of volunteers, massive amount of community support. RMs donated gravel, trucks, equipment, oil field companies, people like farmers when they're on combine, right? Hauling. I think we had 200 loads of gravel, sand, clay, all this type of material, right? And if you can see some of the pictures, like feet of soil. So we took over all the jobs we could that like the government would allow us. Because you can't just build a public building with a couple of carpenters and a couple of Joe Schmoes like us, as we designed it, done correctly for insurance purposes, right? But anything we could do, ice prep, there's the refrigerant lines the guys are putting in, we tackled it. We estimate the hours of about 5,000 man hours, people hours, I guess, today's days. So, and with all the donated material and equipment and that, we figure we saved about 350,000, somewhere in that range. So the project estimated cost is about 1.5 million. So, and that doesn't include the donated time or that. So, considerable amount of savings for a small community, because it's really hard to pay for that much stuff. 1,000 people, right? You can do the math how much each person owes for all of it. So, we We did everything from the ice prep, we built the lounge upstairs, you know, lots of the plumbing for our RO system. The parking lot, you name it, if there's something we could do, we had kids from 5 years old to seniors 90 years old, helping out. Everybody was good at that. When we started curling, the building wasn't even ready, so we curled out of a back utility room just to keep it in our community and, you know, have it not so many years that you lose all your members, right? Yeah, the lounge was donated by the local Lions Club as well, right? Very good community spot. Right? So in October 2018, we actually completed everything, and 2018 season we were actually allowed to use the entire building, which was great. Some of the pictures you can see, like many of our work bees having lunch or whatever. Presently, we've raised about $1 million out of the 1.5, so we have a lot of ways to go. We found the money. The first little bit came easy. The last is extremely difficult. I would be surprised if we were in 10 years, we're still shipping out of it. It's been a really good struggle. So anyone who has advice on that would be great. It's just a three sheet ice surface. We didn't have enough room in what the town allocated us, so would have been nice for 4, but what do you do? We usually have about 25 teams registered now. We had a lot of support for new teams. It's curl 3 nights a week. I think we got 75 kids in junior curling, so it's been real popular. Lots of bonspiels. We got some pictures up of some of our bonspiels trying to come up with different things. We got a redneck spiel, which is a new thing, like come up with any crazy wacky way of curling, from blindfolded to no shoes to every end was you picked out of a hat and you got to do this task, right? Some was curling on one of those little water flotation tire tubes. You had to throw a rock. It was very interesting. Some of the things we'd love to see from CURLSASK or Canada or whatever is there's no real help in design. Hey, these things work good. This is a good way to do the ice surface. This is a good way to do the refrigeration plant. You know, here's a tried and true design on the lobby. They're even financing and funding in that. Like, we found very, very little help and outside knowledge, other than a couple Joe Schmoes who are both tradespeople. That's how we kind of built the place and designed it, right? But if there was don't do's, how to's, best practices, it would be better than it actually is now, right? But sure.
What a few notes of things to keep in mind when you're planning or have to build a new curling rink. Is plan to build and build to plan. Every time you change a plan, it costs thousands of dollars. It delays the project. It's always good to stick to your plan. Go over your plan before you put it to tender. Spend 3 or 4 times what you think you need to do to read through the plan, read through it again. We found things at the end of our build, they were in our plans that the builder didn't know were there and we didn't know were there. We just stumbled across them. Like the architect had put that in, but nobody knew about it. And that goes back to the architect part. So get a good architect, don't choose the cheapest one. Somebody that's got experience with a curling rink would probably be best. And don't sign off on the builder to release them from the building until everything is done, like every bolt is in, all the screws are in, all the doors are sealed, all the paint is done, because they won't come back and finish it. Talk to other clubs. We did speak to a lot of other clubs. There was a few around that had built some curling rinks in the last 10 years. We spoke to them and sort of figured out what worked and what didn't work. There's just, I think it's good that CURLSASK is sort of stepping forward and sort of building this network of people who've dealt with these problems and know what they're sort of looking for. I think that's going to go a long ways in the future, because all these older small towns probably have the same generation of building we used to have, and they are quickly expiring. And if you can use volunteers to save some money, $1.5 million. It would have been $2 million if we didn't, if we contracted all the stuff that we did through volunteer to take care of that. And it brings the town together. Like we had 20. For the longest time, we were dwindling. Like we were down to 10 teams for a season, like a league curl, and then we got some new people in and excited it. And our town is actually quite a bunch of young families involved. We were building, and we actually had 23 teams, 22 teams when we found out our building was condemned. So we wanted to keep that rolling, the momentum of the curling. So that's why we tried to build so fast, and we went in the year that the building wasn't finished, but we got clearance to use the curling part, just so we could keep the members. And we ended up with 25 or 26 that year, and we're at 25, 70 juniors curlers. So that was important to keep the community involved, and I think they all, people that were not even curlers were helping out. And then when it was all done and finished, people that never curled before are now curling, and people that had retired from curling, they're back curling. And so I think it brought our community together very well. So, do you have any questions? Very good. That's the end of our speech.